I have a Swiffer.
Look like a goat.
What did you want to say?
Okay. When I was young and I had kids,
When I was
I
young,
kept the house clean because they were traveling all over
Right.
through the house.
Right. You didn't want them to get germy.
Right.
Very
My
sick
house was
from-
impeccably
As
clean when my
time
children were
goes
little.
by,
As
you get
time-
a better tolerance
Yes.
for because you don't want to do it. You don't see the fun or the use of it when you can be going out and doing something else.
And
And
you
now
know,
my-
that's right. You know, and I found that living on the beach kind of loosened me up a little bit.
Well, there's always going to be sand
when the
around.
grandkids come.
Yep.
I
That's when you
used to
clean.
I used to clean like meticulously
Yeah,
before they
not
came.
after.
Now I do it after.
See, my wife says I made her lazy because I take care of some of those things that she used to always do. Come home every day and clean here and there. But she works.
but you
I'm
don't
retired.
mind and you don't work.
No,
yeah.
it's something that I like to do to take. She works every day,
So-
so she shouldn't have to come home and do that. That's
but
why
that's a good thing.
that's
Rick,
why.
will you marry me?
No, I'm already married.
Hey,
I already.
would
If
you
we live in
consider
Utah, can we marry each other and be there
I
too?
really like your wife. We can be sister wives.
I try to help with the cooking, like you know. I try to help cook during the week.
and you
and do
should.
most of that.
really do like guys who cook.
And you know what? My
cook-
Steve
Uncle Rick's
does
wife is
more than
very
he used
spoiled,
I
to.
microwave
and she
stuff.
deserves it.
Right.
Huh?
I cook a pizza.
I don't microwave anything.
My Steve
Hey, I
does
cook
a
lamb. I
lot
cook very
more
good
than
lamb.
he used to.
Today
we should have a lamb barbecue.
today was Polish sausage and sauerkraut.
At your
Where
house?
did you get your sausage?
I got it at the meat shop.
He got
Which
the
one?
9-inch.
He was born
The
with
meat
it.
At the
shop.
city
the meat
market?
shop on Columbus.
He pulled it himself.
No, the one down the
Because
street.
there's
The
one-
meat
Made sure
shop.
it was good.
There's a
Hand
really
He
good
pulled his
one
own meat.
on Beeson's has really good
Yeah,
Polish
it's down.
sausage.
It's
Uncle
past.
Rick really
it's
likes
past
pulling
Larry's,
his own meat.
but
I
it's.
like it.
it's-
Don't make me have to
it's
turn
actually-
down your microphone.
It's actually called the meat shop. It's on not Columbus. It's on 22nd Street.
right.
Just before
So
Farragut.
I'm going to read you
beautiful
what it
downtown
says,
Beacon.
okay? Hey, about susceptibility to disorders. Because
like I
of
got
the
a
way
shot
men and women use the two hemispheres of the brain differently, there are some disorders that men and women are susceptible to in different ways. Men are more apt to have dyslexia or other language problems. If women have dyslexia, they are more likely to compensate for it. Women, on the other hand, are more susceptible to mood disorders. What does that have to do?
Sure, they are.
More susceptible
swings?
to
I'm sorry.
mood
To
swings?
depression.
Oh, yeah. I would have to agree.
No,
And
wait.
it
no.
gets
Ding,
intense.
ding, ding, ding.
It
Well,
gets-
I
it
agree
does
with
get
that.
intense.
Me and my
sometimes
well, I
for a
gotta
week.
Yes.
I gotta say this. Me
Or
and
more.
my wife are pretty much even with that because we'll be watching the same TV show and we cry at the same time.
Hold on.
Is it
now,
your
now,
time
does
of the
it,
month,
does it,
Uncle Rick?
now, does it
What's
matter
that?
if you go
Was
through
it your time of the month?
menopause?
One at a time.
I'm connected to her.
Hold on, but does it matter if a woman goes through menopause?
I don't.
What
know.
does what matter?
No,
Because if they get more
Emotions-
emotional when they have menopause, or
I don't
when
know.
they
She's
don't?
not there
See?
yet.
Oh.
I can
No, but you
answer
see-
that.
yeah.
I can answer that. It's always different for everybody.
So you shut it all off, just like bam.
No, no,
it's
an
different
interesting
for
question.
everybody. The only problems I ever had was were
The hot
heat-
flashes?
hot flashes.
Yeah.
Nothing else. I never had
Yeah.
anything
Okay.
else.
See,
I was very lucky.
I cry about everything. So
I cry when someone hits me.
Menopause.
Normally my mom.
I did that watching the news today.
Menopause.
Couldn't deal with
Menopause.
So it's the
With
men's
pause.
fault.
Two
But
thi-
I watched
the
a
big-
husband go through menopause
the
worse
massacre
than
thing,
me.
and then Tom Petty died. I was a mess.
I know.
You were a mess when Tom Petty died?
Well, the whole thing
Tom
today.
Petty.
Today, this morning, I was.
That's like an era gone. Tom Petty.
I was listening to
Yeah.
them on the radio talk to Tom Petty about Tom Petty and his passing while I was watching them on TV talk
Oh,
about
you
the
just-
massacre and all those other people.
You
that
just got
killed.
Too
overloaded,
much,
dude.
So-
Uncle Rick.
No.
So I had this
Don't
and this
do
year
that
and this
to
and this
yourself.
year.
Bringing me down, man.
And how can you not be emotionally
Yeah, but
affected
don't
by
bring
that?
that. Don't do that to yourself.
Well, to be honest with you,
I was trying to catch
When-
up. I
boys-
sometimes
when-
don't turn nothing on.
when
But
boys are kids, we don't. we cry, right?
I
you know,
cry.
And
As
what
we
do
get
and what do
older-
people say? Don't cry. Don't
Right.
cry.
And
I'm
as
a-
we get older, we don't cry.
I'm a
And
man.
that's
I'm
wrong.
a
And
man.
to be honest with you, when
I'm
I'm
an
alone,
emotional hot
I'll do
mess.
cry.
Hot
You know,
mess.
Now I'm not going to cry in public, because I cry like a little.
But you know
5-year-old.
what?
But that's a different story.
I will.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
I
I
want-
know
Yeah,
my
it's an
mother.
emotional thing.
My mother was a big not crier in public, and it used to freaking drive me crazy. If I want to cry, God damn it, let me
Yeah.
cry.
Well,
Hey,
In
you
England- in
swore on
England-
your show.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
did, but I didn't say penis.
You did
now.
too. You did too.
Yes!
I know. I want to. It was just weird because I'm watching this and I'm like, "What the hell?" I wanted to sob.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like
I
I just.
agree.
I was
It
to
was
the point
too
where I just
much
had
at
enough.
once.
And
It was
and
too
it had nothing to
much.
do. It could have been anything because I'm an emotional person, anyways.
And
But
that's why
but
we
it's
love
funny.
you, Uncle Rick.
My wife and I'll be watching shows, and I'll look over there and I'll laugh. You need a tissue? She's like, "Do you need one?" I'm like, "Of course, you know I do. If you're over there,
But
know
that's
it."
a good movie, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had movies that were banned at my house, like Steel Magnolias. We were not allowed to watch that because I would cry like when she died. It was so sad.
She died?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
I
See,
Spoiler alert!
See, when I was a young, when I was a kid, there was an
Eric.
old AT&T commercial that used to get me.
But my boys used to cry at AT&T commercials.
The one where the
Really?
son
At
calls his
Christmas
father.
time?
And he's like, "Why did you call me?" Because
Right.
I just want to talk to my dad.
Right.
And
You
I
know,
was like,
I gotta admit, when there's something that has to do with my kids, yeah, I'm a
A
blibbering
sucker,
idiot.
right.
You know, that's all-
How-
So that brings us
I cried
to
at Toy Story 3 for crying
I
out
went,
Right.
I went
Yeah,
to
that
like,
was kind of sad, though.
when
I'm
I
not
went
gonna
with
lie.
you-
And Lion King.
One at a
Up,
time.
And I,
But you know what? I want to say something.
Okay,
As
go ahead.
we raise
It's
our
your show.
children, thank you. As we raise our children, I find that like my boys are a lot different than my dad, and they're a lot different than my boy cousins were.
well, they're not your dad's kids.
No, but they're more in touch with their emotions, and I think our jobs as moms are to. You're shrinking.
Uncle Rick,
Our
pump me up, baby.
our jobs as parents
A little harder.
are to make sure that our children evolve
Yes.
and that are better and more rounded than the generation before us.
And I don't understand the people that don't want their kids to be, that are jealous of their children for being better than them.
Get a
Oh, I see
cigarette?
that a lot.
No,
In the film
me
industry,
either.
in the film and modeling industry,
I
you
see it just
that a lot.
in life. I mean, why should he
That's
be better
sad,
than me? And I'm
right.
like, my kids should.
Yeah,
Each
should always-
generation should always do better than the
Right,
last, in my opinion.
right. I
And I
agree.
would always want my kids to excel more than I ever
Right.
did.
Oh, absolutely.
Right.
Just not other people's
Right.
kids.
No, them too. They can
Those
too.
damn-
See that kid over there?
Yeah,
Run
see
him
that kid?
over.
Right.
Yours can too. I've seen
You're
that.
one of those kind of dads.
and I'd be like, I've seen that kind of kid before.
Lock that door so he can't go into the audition.
He'll have a number soon.
Lock the door behind you when you get in there.
Okay.
That's a prison
Let's
thing.
bring it back.
Bring it home.
Come on, take some deep
We got
breaths.
one more.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
See you.
Brain size is our last
Brain
one.
size.
Brain size.
Hey.
Typically,
The man's is
men's
bigger because he has two.
brains. Typically, men's brains are 11 to 12% bigger than women's brains. This size difference
Okay.
has absolutely nothing to do with intelligence,
See?
but is
Look at that.
explained by the
Nerd.
difference in physical size between men
So
and
I
women.
have a big one.
This must have been a women's study.
Men
Some woman
need
was writing
more
this.
neurons
Who's the author?
to control their greater muscle mass
Yes.
and larger body size, thus
She said
a
body
larger
size.
brain. Body
I need a
size,
larger brain to
not
control my
body
muscles.
size.
You know what Dr. Oz said?
What's that?
Welcome
Oh,
to-
now
I
he's
can't-
quoting
welcome to
Dr.
Oz.
I
Oz.
can't say it.
Okay, good. Don't say it.
Was the word?
All right, so now
No.
bring it back. Bring it back home.
Jump.
Guys, look at me. Look at me. Look at me.
Huh?
Okay, so
Deer in the headlight.
He said, "Why wouldn't more men lose weight if they knew?" And then he said it, the thing that I'm not going to say.
oh, thank you, Uncle Rick. Okay,
every
bring it
30
back.
pounds-
Oh,
Bring it
you're
back.
talking about the 30-pound,
The 30-pound rule.
gain back thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, bring it
I-
back.
I don't know what that
That's
is.
We
totally
talked
true.
about that on your show, so bring it back.
All right, we're home.
We're on the Devolution show right
Sorry,
now.
ladies. Ladies,
Okay.
we're sorry.
I've
So,
gained 2 inches.
but we notice, Uncle Rick.
I res-
Okay, so,
Yes, you have.
You have a big
So-
brain,
Because
Uncle
you've
Rick.
been peeking
okay,
through the window.
bring it back.
What a lovely big
Bring it
brain
back.
you have.
Okay,
home.
so you guys are on Thursday nights, except for the first Thursday of
Right,
every
we're not
month.
on this week.
We are?
Correct.
We're not on this week.
Right,
We're
you're
not on
not,
this
and this is the week that I escape. And
Right.
Are you running Timothy's Fine Cigars this week?
no,
I think you should. That'd
What's
be
going on,
fun.
Timothy's Fine
What's
Cigar?
happening there?
That was the show that we did that we should
Oh.
probably
oh,
do.
you want me to run it on
Yeah,
the show?
run that.
Okay,
That
I
was
will.
a good
She will.
show.
All right.
All right,
Let her
so
finish.
okay,
It was a very
but we
good show.
digress.
Digress.
Okay. So that show with those guys is not what I thought it would be.
What do you
It
mean
is.
It's not what you
It's
thought it
not
would
what
be?
I thought
It's
it would
morphed.
be.
It's changed.
It's changed. It's evolved
quite a bit. Yeah.
It's you guys have some movie stars like
Yeah,
that.
Friends.
Richard, I really liked Richard Pryor
Junior?
He
He's a
was
sexy
really
man.
fun.
One of my
He-
close friends.
Yes, it's
He
one of
would
my
thank
close
you,
friends.
Alex.
And you should
for
have
I know.
that.
I just saw him.
Friends.
I just saw him.
And you should have been here.
Yep.
He was very cool.
And I saw him too because they were doing kissy faces and they
Yeah, I
texted
know.
him to me.
It
So
was awesome.
when are
Kiss
you
back
going
to you,
down? Because
Richard.
I want to go down to do that face-to-face interview because remember he said he'd sing.
That's coming
I don't know
up.
if we
I don't
got
know
that
how
We'll
set.
have
figure
to, we'll
it
have
out.
to see that.
Figure
It is a closed set.
It's a closed.
So
set.
I've got to
Okay.
discuss it with the producers and the director and see what they say first.
Okay.
It can be
It has to
before
be
or
with-
after.
It-
Right.
We don't know
reason-
I mean,
yet.
I don't
we-
have to be on the show.
No, the
on
reason
them.
being is he's only here for a limited time, and then they drive out back to Charlevoix, and then they fly back.
Okay.
So it's up
So
to
we're
the
not
directors
really
and
sure.
producers. So I do not have a
Affirm whether we can go or
confirmed-
not.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, that's fine.
It is a close
I'm
set.
All right.
going.
Okay, but I'm
Well,
gonna
you're
Yeah,
in
you're
it.
in it. That's
Okay.
right. Yeah, that's
Bring
right.
it back. Bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
Bring it
show
back. We're
with
gonna have to
those
get you a
guys
t-shirt.
is
Get a T-shirt.
Bring
You'll
it back.
get you a wet one.
is on at 6:30 on the second, third, and fourth Thursday of every month.
Yep.
Yes.
And you can catch it in the archives if you like that show with those guys. They also have a Facebook page, and they're very active on Twitter.
Yes, we are.
And
And we're on Instagram also at that
And
show with those
Insta-
guys.
very good. Very good. So lots of ways to keep in touch with these guys. And the one thing that I want to thank you for personally is for doing what I wish every show host would do, and that would be to promote themselves the way that you have. I admire that very much, and I thank you for bringing more traffic to W4Divas.com because that's what it's all about.
We've been bringing quite a bit lately.
Yes.
we're-
Actually,
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
we've been, it kind of,
Kind of morphed.
it was an accident thing. He just sent stuff out in it like a blind email.
And you never know what's going to happen.
And it's like throwing some bait on a hook and throwing it
Right,
out there. Sometimes you
right.
catch a fish, sometimes you don't.
Bait
Right.
on a hook.
He caught them all.
Bait on a
You're a
hook.
fisherman.
But you know,
got a
and
lot
that's
of 'em.
You're like Peter from the
but
Bible.
that's what every show host should be doing.
Well, I mean-
and you are a good example of promoting your own show.
Yes, and on next Thursday we have Les Stroud from Survivor Man.
Right.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's
We'll
right.
be interviewing
Survivor.
him.
Oh, do I
You-
bring my camp gear?
No, you have to wear clothes. Though.
Oh.
We're wearing clothes. I was going to
So
come
anyway,
my
I
Speedos.
thank you for that.
Well,
I thank you for doing that.
Thank you for giving us
And
a format.
You're welcome. So before I'm going to ask you personally to start thinking about this. In your mind, what do you think the biggest difference between a man and a woman is? I want you to keep it short. And if you had any advice to give a man just entering a new relationship, what would it be?
Oh boy.
But we're going to go to
That's what I need.
we're going to go to
we have a caller?
We're going to go to some commercials right now, and when we come back, I would like you to answer those questions.
What are they again?
Oh my God, Uncle Rick!
I
I'll
gotta write it
tell you
down.
when it's.
Well, yeah,
not.
tell me on the commercial.
Take it yet.
Personal pampering from head to toe with Hairspray Holly, including nail art, hair treatments, special occasions, and so much more. Call Holly today at 989-225-8887.
I don't know about you, but sometimes I just don't feel like cooking. Yet I want something healthy for my family. That's why I stop at 3rd and Johnson Farm Market and Eatery, located on the corner of 3rd and Johnson, 1023 North Johnson Street. They have take and bake meals, salads, soups, delicious sandwiches with some vegan choices as well. That's 3rd and Johnson. Give them a call at 989-971-1456, or you can visit them online at number 3rdnjohnson.com. Find them on Facebook, too, and don't forget to tell them that the Diva sent you.
Are your muscles tense, achy, or just worn out? Let Juliana Tacey Massage Therapy soothe your pain away. She's licensed, insured, and board certified. She will even come to your location. She can be reached at 989-684-8255.
Award-winning airbrush makeup, skincare treatments, hair removal, and hair design with LC Makeup Artistry. give Laura a call at 989-493-2607. That's LC Makeup Artistry. Hey, it's Deb, and you're listening to the Devolution Show on W4Divas.com. My guests this evening have been
Obnoxious.